Thank you very much for joining me on this Saturday. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields. Heavy rain, persistent rain. That's what we've had in parts of Guyana. I've been watching that overnight. We had a lot of rain. Big batch of rain here. Elsewhere, a little drier. I want to show you that. I want to talk about some of the dust that we have around. So I'm going to get into that. Little flare up of some rain here. You see as we get into the western Caribbean, and the seas are building. I'm going to dive into the seas. Plus, we have an old front and a little storm system back in the Gulf of Mexico. That's going to bring some of the rain, as I mentioned yesterday, northern central Bahamas, parts of Cuba, even clipping by the Yucatan of Mexico. Watching out for that. So we're seeing that flare up there. So northern Bahamas watching us for some of the extra rain. You see Nicaragua south, Costa Rica, Panama, seeing some of the showers over toward parts of Colombia, and still kind of active over toward Aruba, Curacao, Bonaire. We may get some scattered showers at times as we go throughout the day, but there's that buildup of rain still near parts of Guyana right along the coast. So more populated areas. We are seeing still a good bit of rain in spots watching over towards Suriname. That's where most of the action is. While in Trinidad and Tobago, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Lucia, things have been a little bit nicer overall. Barbados up toward Montserrat, St. Kitts and Nevis. Now, I mentioned talking about some of the dust and the drier air. Now, this red shading, that's some of the drier air. And of course, across the Caribbean, with that does include some dust. Now, it's not the time of year, though, we get that big batch of dust rolling in from Africa, the Saharan dust, because we don't get things really marching across this time of year. So just some of the leftover dust, or just some of the dust that we're seeing out there in the environment as a whole in the atmosphere that we're dealing with, but no big blob of dust that is headed our way. But you see here, this is the water vapor. Where you don't see the reds, that's where we have more of the moisture. Look at that blob south of Panama. And then again, Guyana and Suriname, that's where we have more of that rain. And then back in the Gulf of Mexico with that flare up of some of the rain. So let's get into the forecast to show you what's next. Here's today. This is 4 o'clock today. Belize, a spotty shower or two. Jamaica, the same thing. Some scattered showers, but still the higher chance south, both back into the western Caribbean. So you see parts of Central America, and then Guyana and Suriname. Still that high chance of rain. Trinidad, Tobago, northern Venezuela, right on the edge of it as that day goes on. Now, as the day goes on, see a little spotty shower too. We could get 1 or 2 tonight over toward the ABC Islands. Now, this is tomorrow afternoon, with that front little storm system clipping by Florida, still in the Bahamas, even the Turks and Caicos, a chance of some rain. Not much Haiti, Dominican Republic, spotty shower in Jamaica. Belize, a better chance of some showers and storms tomorrow. Guatemala, El Salvador, Mexico, northern Honduras, better chance of rain. Spotty showers in Anguilla, Antigua, and Barbuda, St. Martin, St. Croix, St. John, watching out for some spotty showers. Same thing on Monday. Hit or miss shower storm, Antigua and Barbuda, back through Dominica, Martinique, Guadeloupe, hit or miss shower. Still the rain, Guyana and Suriname. That's why I'm watching out for that flood threat. Hit or miss showers, Honduras, Nicaragua, Belize, spotty one in Cuba. But you see all that action up to the north. The last several videos I've been talking about the storm systems dropping to the south. So the Bahamas, Cuba, a better chance of rain, and that will give us some choppier seas. Now, for the next 2 days, this is a look at the rain that we can expect. You see Belize, especially along the coast, Belize City, even near Hopkins, Ladyville, even as you jog just inland, we could have some spots getting over 100 millimeters of rain the next couple days. If you get some repeat showers, that's about 4 inches of rain. And then I mentioned near the ABC Islands, a chance of some showers. We may get anywhere from 50 millimeters, could be a little bit higher, 2 inches in some spots. But there it is, Guyana and Suriname. That's where we're going to have some spots way up there, anywhere from 100 to 150 millimeters of rain. That's 4 to 6 inches of rain. Flooding is a concern. Even northern Venezuela, mainly just to the south of Trinidad and Tobago. Watching you in Guyana and Suriname for some rain, but a spotty shower too. You see Guadeloupe, Dominica, Martinique, Montserrat, St. Kitts and Nevis, British Virgin Islands, U.S. Virgin Islands, passing shower over toward Puerto Rico will be a possibility. So keeping an eye on this rain threat, but mainly in our southern zones. I mentioned the seas. They are going to be building. You see right here. So here's Haiti, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, Cayman Islands. You get back toward Colombia here, Venezuela. You see the seas building here. This is about 3 meters. We could see the seas about 6 to 9 feet in spots. So for captains, mariners watching here, and again, starting to build some, of course, the Atlantic side always a bit choppier, but starting to build a solid 2 to 3 meters. And then on the north side of Puerto Rico, and as these storm systems to the north start to get a little bit closer, moving through the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, Cuba, that is going to allow those seas to build as we go over the next few days. So the seas are going to be building, and on top of that, we're going to see a little change in the winds. I'll get to that in a second. But for today, Isolated showers, passing shower, not a huge issue. Puerto Rico, 1 or 2. But there's that higher chance. Guyana and Suriname, that's where we are going to get some more rain. That's where flooding is a concern. Jamaica today, 40% chance of a shower, but again, a higher chance. Costa Rica, Panama, even Nicaragua, where we could get some spots I mentioned easily over 50 millimeters of rain in our southern zones just today. We'll do that again tomorrow. But with those storm systems dropping down from the north, that means the Christmas winds moving in, especially as we go over the next few weeks. That'll give us a northerly breeze in some spots, especially starting Christmas and just after that. That means gustier winds, cooling breezes, and choppier seas. I'll keep you posted on that. Thank you for subscribing, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.